Hello, my name is Brian and I live in Statesville with my beautiful wife Felicity and my two wonderful kids Reagan and Jack. They are always there for me during the good times and the bad times. They supported me and encouraged me during one of the hardest episodes of my life. I have a disease in my spine that caused chronic pain since I was young. The disease I have is called ankylosing spondylitis. And it's a form of arthritis that causes the vertebrae in the spine to fuse together. This is what a normal spine looks like. And this is the spine of someone with ankylosing spondylitis. I had been in pain on a daily basis for a couple years when my doctor gave me the pain medication that would change my life forever, hydrocodone. The drug took me from this to this. Not only did the drug take away my pain, but it also gave me a euphoric feeling and an overall sense that everything was going to be okay. Little did I know how wrong I was. In the book Second Chances, Chuck Gallagher says, "Sometimes we believe the illusions in our lives are reality. When we find the courage to look in the mirror, we find that the reflection is the person controlling the illusions." This first sentence really resonated with me because from the moment I started taking the pain medication, I started creating illusions that I needed the drug. I told myself I needed it for my pain, but in actuality, I was already forming my addiction. I just didn't know it yet. For 8 years, my addiction grew. I was given stronger and more potent drugs, and my life started to revolve around these medications. It became hard for me to think and hold conversations with people. Like a lot of people who are going through addictions, I was a living zombie. I stopped hanging out with my friends and family, and the only thing I wanted to do was stay in bed. When we break our illusions, sometimes they fade, but something happened that made my illusions shatter like glass. My son has autism. Fortunately, it's on the high functioning side of the spectrum, but when we were getting him diagnosed for this, my wife was really scared. She didn't want to go alone. And for weeks, I promised her that I'd go with her. But the morning of the appointment, I backed out. I told her my back hurt way too much to go. There's no way I would be able to do it. In actuality, I just wanted to stay in bed. I instantly felt guilty about that decision, and I still feel guilty to this day. At this point in my addiction, the second part of Chuck Gallagher's quote came to bear. He said, "When we find the courage to look in the mirror, we find that the reflection is the person controlling the illusion." Disappointing my wife by not going to our son's doctor's appointment gave me the courage to look into the mirror, but instead of seeing another person looking back at me, I saw a pill bottle. I came to realize that not only did I have an addiction, but I realized just how much the addiction had changed my personality. Before the drugs, I would never have missed an important doctor's appointment like this. I needed to end this addiction, but I was afraid. I was afraid that my pain would be much worse, but I was even more afraid of the withdrawal symptoms. And I'd heard that they were bad, and I had heard right. For 2 weeks straight, my body shook uncontrollably, and every nerve ending in my body was on fire. Some people have to face this part alone, but luckily, I had my family to support and encourage me when things got really bad. With their help, I made it through to the other side. It's been 4 years since I kicked my addiction to prescription pain medications. I see this new addiction-free part of my life as an opportunity to make some positive changes for my family and for myself. Thank you.